Assessing the wealth of African presidents is complex due to limited transparency, with estimates drawn from public records, media reports, and financial disclosures. Forbes, Bloomberg, 2024. Wealth often stems from business ventures, resource control, and real estate, though allegations of corruption frequently arise. Below is a detailed look at the top 10 richest presidents in Africa for 2025. Top 10 richest presidents in Africa. 10. Alassane Ouattara, Ivory Coast. Net worth: $70 million. Wealth sources: cocoa, banking. Details: since 2010, Ouattara's wealth includes cocoa trade stakes. Ivory Coast's 7% GDP growth is strong, but 28% of citizens live below the poverty line. 9. Abdelmadjid Tebboune, Algeria. Net worth: $80 million. Wealth sources: energy, real estate. Details: elected in 2019, Tebboune's wealth ties to Algeria's gas exports, 50 billion cubic meters annually. Economic reforms face challenges, with 30% youth unemployment. 8. Emmerson Mnangagwa, Zimbabwe. Net worth: $90 million. Wealth sources: mining, agriculture. Details: since 2017, Mnangagwa's wealth is linked to gold and tobacco. Zimbabwe's 40% inflation and 70% poverty rate contrast with his reported assets. 7. Uhuru Kenyatta, Kenya, former president. Net worth: $100 million. Wealth sources: banking, real estate, dairy. Details: Kenyatta's family owns vast land and Brookside Dairy. His wealth, built pre-presidency 2013-2022, supports Kenya's 6% GDP growth, though youth unemployment is 20%. 6. Ali Bongo Ondimba, Gabon. Net worth: $120 million. Wealth sources: oil, family businesses. Details: leading since 2009, Bongo's wealth stems from Gabon's oil exports, 200,000 barrels per day. Post-2023 coup attempts highlight governance issues, with 33% poverty. 5. Denis Sassou Nguesso, Republic of Congo. Net worth: $150 million. Wealth sources: oil, timber investments. Details: ruling intermittently since 1979, Sassou's wealth is tied to Congo's oil, 300,000 barrels per day. Allegations of offshore accounts strain public trust, with 46% poverty rates. 4. Paul Biya, Cameroon. Net worth: $200 million. Wealth sources: real estate, agribusiness. Details: in power since 1982, Biya's wealth includes estates in Yaoundé and Europe. Cameroon's oil and cocoa exports fund state projects, but 40% of citizens face poverty. 3. Mohammed VI, Morocco, King. Net worth: $8.5 billion included due to executive powers. Wealth sources: royal holdings, agriculture, telecoms. Details: Morocco's king controls SNI, a conglomerate with stakes in banking and agriculture. His wealth supports 5% GDP growth, but inequality remains high, with 15% unemployment. 2. João Lourenço, Angola. Net worth: $400 million. Wealth sources: oil, construction, investments. Details: since 2017, Lourenço's wealth is linked to Angola's oil sector, 1.1 million barrels per day, and family businesses in construction. His anti-corruption campaign has mixed reviews, as 50% of Angolans live below the poverty line. 1. Teodoro Obiang Nguema, Mbasogo, Equatorial Guinea. Net worth: $600 million. Wealth sources: oil and gas investments, real estate. Details: leading since 1979, Obiang's wealth is tied to Equatorial Guinea's oil boom, contributing 90% of GDP. He owns luxury properties in Paris and Malabo. Allegations of mismanaging state oil funds persist, with 70% of citizens in poverty despite a $15,000 GDP per capita.